So Terence Crawford versus Shawn Porter is this weekend. I'm excited for this fight. We've been waiting for a long time. We're finally gonna get a fight where the best are fighting the best. We've seen Shawn Porter. He has some losses. Terence Crawford has none. But don't get me wrong. Shawn Porter, all his losses were very close fights, and a lot of people argue that he won sometimes. But he's always in a close fight. He was in a really close fight with Errol Spence. I had Errol Spence winning. It was a split decision victory for Errol Spence. I just think when he dropped Porter, that made him definitely win the fight. So Shawn Porter versus Terence Crawford should be really interesting because the two kings of this division, they say, is Errol Spence and Terence Crawford. So if they both fight Shawn Porter, it's going to be interesting to see who has a more cleaner performance against Shawn Porter. And so I'm going to give you my official prediction for who I think is going to win this fight this weekend. So listen, I understand this year was not my year when it comes to predictions. I predicted Deontay Wilder to win, and I predicted Caleb Plant to win. But that's different. I was rooting for two underdogs. This time, I'm rooting for the person who's supposed to win, the betting favorite. And I think Terence Crawford is going to beat Shawn Porter. But it's not just that simple. We have to break down their styles. We have to break down how I think he's going to beat him. And if Shawn Porter has a chance, which he definitely does. So we're about to break it down all right now. So when I say Terence Crawford is going to beat Shawn Porter, I don't mean he's just going to walk through Shawn Porter and make it look easy. I simply don't think that's how it's going to work because Shawn Porter, he's a dog. He fights like a linebacker. He fights very aggressively, and he makes his opponent very uncomfortable. He'll push him against the ropes, and we'll see what he does usually. But what I think is going to happen is, in the first couple of rounds, Shawn Porter's going to shock us, and he's going to start winning like the first couple of rounds. And the announcers are going to be like, is Shawn Porter going to take this? He's winning a couple rounds. So yeah, he's going to win the first couple rounds. In the beginning, it's going to look like Shawn Porter's winning. And Terence Crawford's going to be filling him out. And Shawn Porter's going to win the first couple rounds. But the more and more the rounds go on, Terence Crawford's going to keep getting better and better and better. So I think Terence Crawford's going to have a slow start, but he's going to start to get better and better and better every round. He's going to start reading Shawn Porter. He's going to counterpunch Shawn Porter very well, and he might even stop him. But Terence Crawford also might take a different approach. He might take the Errol Spence Jr. approach. Errol Spence went out there, he brawled with Shawn Porter pretty much, and he showed that he can out-hard him. He can out-aggressive him. He can be more aggressive than him, I mean. Terence Crawford might do the same thing. He might come out there, brawl with him, exchange with him, and show that he can brawl with anybody. He can fight any style, and he can fight with any style. So, he might do that, and I think Terence Crawford has more power than Shawn Porter based off the knockout percentage ratio. And, you never know. Terence Crawford might knock him out. But, yeah, they're both great fighters. I just think Terence Crawford has more skills. He can go southpaw. He can go orthodox. There's just so much he can do. He's a very skilled fighter. He hits really hard. He has good defense. He picks his punches very well. He has good punch accuracy. He's a great puncher. He's in the pound-for-pound rankings for a reason. They see him as one of the best because he is one of the best. And I just think he's going to prove that he's pound for pound one of the best right now by beating Shawn Porter. And I think he's going to make it not look easy, but he's going to beat him convincingly enough where it can be a unanimous decision. At first I said it was going to be a split decision, but as I thought about it more and more, I actually see this going to a unanimous decision for Terence Crawford. And if he doesn't stop him, that is. But yeah, I think Terence Crawford's going to win by unanimous decision. Shawn Porter's going to throw a lot of punches, but I think Terence Crawford's going to be in the corner blocking a lot of them. I think Terence Crawford's going to land the cleaner shots, and the judges will see that he landed the cleaner shots, and then they'll give the edge to Terence Crawford, and that's why I think he'll win. So yeah, another reason I want Terence Crawford to beat Shawn Porter is so we can finally get that Errol Spence versus Terence Crawford fight we all been waiting for. That'll be one of the biggest fights in a long time, and that's a fight where the best really fights the best, So if Terence Crawford beats Shawn Porter, hopefully they can make that fight happen, but no unboxing, they probably won't. So don't get your hopes up too high, but, we got to focus on Terence Crawford versus Shawn Porter first. Let me know who you think's going to win in the comments. I said Terence Crawford, and I said I think he's going to win because I just think he has the better skills. He can do more. He can go southpaw. He can go orthodox. He has more accuracy, and he's just a better skilled boxer, and I think that's going to win him the fight. So let me know who you think's going to win. If you think Shawn Porter's going to win, tell me why. If you think Crawford's going to win, tell me why. And don't forget to hit that like, hit the subscribe, share the video to your friends, and, enjoy the fight this Saturday. Thanks you for watching. It's your boy JPJ the Great, and I'm checking out. Peace.